This video contains adults playing X-Wing miniatures. Adult language is used. You have been warned. Congratulations, friends. Welcome to round number 2 of the Ravenstone Store Championship Series. I am your host, LP, and we're getting ready to set up for our second game. The timer hasn't officially started yet, but the guys are just kind of setting up their ships, getting ready to go. And I've got the lists up so you can see what's cooking. Now, I learned from my mistakes. I've learned from my fails. So from the first game, let me go ahead and start the timer. It is right now. So we're actually starting time. But I learned from my mistakes the first time. On the right-hand side of the screen, you've got Hasan Khan, and he's running Quick Draw, Backdraft, Colonel Vessery, Quick Draw with Adaptability. It's showing that down one, but it doesn't really matter. He's also got FCS, Lightweight Frame Spec Ops, the little GLHF from each other. Backdraft with Trick Shot, FCS, Lightweight Frame Spec Ops, and Vessery with Adaptability, Tie D, and Tractor BMO. And they're facing Ray and Poe. Ray with Expertise, BMST, Smuggling Compartment and a Hull Upgrade, the Falcon TFA title, and the crew are Finn and Inspiring Recruit. Then for Poe Dameron, it is a 40-point Poe. That's PS8 Poe with Pattern Analyzer, PTL, R5P9, Integrated Astromech, and Black 1 title. So we are ready to rumble. We're blowing things up. We're killing a bunch of stuff. It is lots of fun. So they're placing dials right down, and you can see an interesting asteroid setup because they're staring right down the heart of a big, hateful field of Asteranus's right in the middle of everything. It looks like that we have a backdraft going first because he's at PS7. And then we have Vessery moving also at PS7. I'm assuming focus actions for the two of them, both going 2 straight. And next up, we have, so Quick Draw, I'm assuming, is going to be going at PS10 to go after Poe. And we've got Ray moving first at PS8. And just like a 3 or 4 straight, diddly bopping around, getting things set up. And Poe moving out of 4 straight, screaming down the alleyway. He's cruising down the street in his 6-4. And now we have Quick Draw, Zippity-Doo-Don around the corner. So we've got 2 opposite lines. It's hateful, it's painful, it's downright shameful, and they're preparing to see how they can possibly dick each other in the most polite way possible. 2 fantastic players. David Voderberg, hopefully I got his name right. I couldn't kind of read his writing, but that's okay. If I screwed it up, David, please feel free to drop the correct spelling, if you wish, into the listing right here, and we'll get it right. And now I'm going to get the match squad listings out of the way so you can actually turn around and see what a regular list looks like and bring back the joys of the dice camera. Dials are back down. So they are hauling balls right now because they're trying to figure out how indeed are they going to approach each other and swap swords in the appropriate manly fashion. It's always kind of interesting to see a setup like this where you've got dueling ship lines kind of facing off against each other. Like, where are they going to cross streams? Where are they going to engage? And I've seen plenty of these games go where you almost end up kind of swapping sides of the board because the ships coming down like the right-hand path here end up practically all the way around to the other deployment zone before they turn in. That could happen today. That might not. But one thing it's going to be interesting to see is, of course, Poe Dameron with his innate ability to jack Colonel Vessery's abilities there. Because for those of you who don't know, I'm sure that everybody's seen Vessery around. He is kind of the in pilot at the moment. But Vessery, you know, after you roll attack dice, you can acquire a target lock on the defender if it already has a red target lock token. So, and the reason why this is interesting with Black 1 is, of course, that with Black 1, we know that after you perform a booster barrel, you can remove an enemy target lock from a friendly ship at range 1. That could include himself. So no matter which way that goes, we have anti-target lock capabilities. And I love watching Hasan play. He's going, you know what? Screw this noise. I'm bringing it right now. So he's decided to turn in and try and take advantage of a potential to outmaneuver and outnumber, because he does have a numbers advantage. But holy moly, is that Falcon tanky as hell. But it's not as defensive as possible because, it's not running a C3PO on top of Finn. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Falcon actually lives. But you can see quick draw kind of swinging out to the right out there. And so he's making a very wide turn in. So it looks like quick draw is going to weave through the rocks while Vessery and Backdraft come on the inside there and probably pinch her up on Rey. It's kind of fun to figure out, like, who do you go after first here? I mean, do you go after Rey because Rey is technically the easier target but is the tankier target, especially with a hull upgrade? Or do you go after Poe because Poe regens and you have to kill Poe when you get the chance? Because, I mean, quite frankly, Rey deals an insane amount of damage with expertise. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. And the Black Market Slicer Tools is an interesting defense against PTL ships. But as we notice over on the Galactic Empire side, I'll bring up the lists again really quickly here. On the Imperial side, there's no PTL at all in there. So the only way that we're going to see some stress is if somebody performs a red maneuver, which is exactly how the Defender ended up with his stress token, was through a red maneuver. Too hard, if I recall. Or it could have been a one hard. Either way, he got a stress. Now, because of the maneuver dial of a TIE SF and, of course, a Defender, they have a lot of hard red turns in there. So Black Market Slicer Tools could actually come in pretty handy. The only problem with BMST is that it chews up an action. So that means instead of doing something more useful, like maybe a focus or a target lock or something along those lines, that you're chewing up a pretty valid action there. So Hasan's staring intently across the board as he tries to figure out where the hell do my ships go next. David's got a look of calm, cool, and collected. You can't see him on camera right now, but you can tell he's calm, cool, and collected. His dials are down. He's relaxing. He's probably sipping on some gin and juice. That is a man who's laid back with his mind on his money and his money on his mind. Now we're going to see what happens next. We've got to dial down on Quick Draw. Quick Draw's ready to roll. Stressed. I'm going to start calling him Stressery because that's funny to me. It's probably not funny to anybody else, but fuck it, man. This is me talking, so I get to decide what I think is funny. So Stressery right now is sitting there with a stress Tukeen. Looks like that Backdraft going 2 straight. I think they're trying to see who's going to play in the game of Intergalactic Chicken. He's focusing up. Stressery goes 2 straight to get rid of his stress token. See, here's the problem with a Defender that doesn't have TIE engine. The problem with that is just it's really, really painful to get rid of stress. You've got, 4 maneuvers that get rid of stress, and they're all straight greens. So you become pretty damn predictable. Now, what isn't so predictable is that we actually see a K-turn. So looks like that Rey is about to say, pardon me, but it's now time for me to get the fuck out of here. And it looks like that Poe is also doing the same damn thing. So they've both said, you know what, guys? I think we've made a tactical error. It's time to retreat. Check in range, see if anybody's got shots. And looks like we're about to might see some dice rolling here. Let's see what's cooking. A little zippity dizzle. Ah, yes, Poe took a focus from his pattern analyzer, because obviously pattern analyzer lets you delay the takes pilot stress step until after the check action step. And Poe PTL'd to boost, I guess. Poe is sitting on 2 stress. But remember that inspiring recruit, right? Not shabby. So Poe makes a green move, gets rid of 2 stress. And Ray takes a green move, gets rid of 1 stress. Crafty. Ooh, I'm liking this combo. Oh, man, you got to deal with the fire that's about to come in. So it looks like that Ray is going to fire before Backdraft, because Backdraft has, I believe, Trick Shot again. Let me bring up the lists here. Yeah, Backdraft has Trick Shot, so he's sitting at PS7 still. And Ray at PS8. And they're checking because there was some debacle with some of the range rulers from another store that FFG decided to set out replacement rulers. So they're getting ready to roll some dice. I see 1, 2, 3 natural hits. Look at those fancy dice. And let's see the evades. 2 natural evades. Look at these guys and their fancy dice. Holy crap. So we got 3 hits versus 1 evade. And I'm guessing that Backdraft just took a shield. So I'm going to go over here and make that adjustment. I'm just going to mark that as Backdraft. If we find out that it's different, then we'll bring it up next. And then again, there's our screen. Bring it back to the dice. And looks like, holy shit. That would be 4 hits. Good lord. Versus 2 focus results and an evade. Wow. That's some utter fucking hatred right there. So 4 dice coming in. I think that's 4 shields off a Ray. Fuck. Jesus, that was a Hawaiian dicking. Okay, let's check that out. Let's go over here to Ray and gone from, I need to upgrade that from 8 hull to 9. Update. And now 5 shields to 1. Update. I'll go check this out. So it looks like, again, that Backdraft lost a shield, but Ray lost 4 shields. Looks like that that extra hull might come in handy. So back to dial time. So if everybody wants to get stress-free, then it's green maneuvers all around. Now it's pretty useful, of course, for Ray as long as basically Poe stays within range 1 or 2 of Ray, then Poe gets to get rid of all stress this turn. Now with Ray, of course, you're looking at 1 soft, 1 straight, and 2 straight for possible green maneuvers. And for Poe, you have the 1 soft, 1 straight, 2 straight, and 3 straight for green maneuvers. This is looking pretty ugly right now. It's like that age-old battle between the Millennium Falcon and some TIE fighters, except in this case the TIE fighters have bazookas instead of faces. So it looks like we're going to have we've got our dials set down. So with Vessery and Backdraft, I feel like we're going to see some 3 soft action because neither of them have stress. So maybe some 3 soft with barrel roll, or 3 soft because obviously Backdraft has the target lock from the FCS. Oh, now I understand why the rock, because of Trick Shot. Duh. Yeah, the 4 dice attack, which had me puzzled for a second. There was a rock in the way that Hasan very cleverly decided to use his Trick Shot, and it totally paid off. Very well flown. Very well flown. Okay, so we're lining up here. I feel like we're going to see some 3 softs from the TIE fighters. Oh, slow rolling it. I like it. See, again, this is why I'm commentating and not playing, because I'd have totally gone balls deep and probably would have gotten myself killed. So basically setting up, did he bump or did he not bump? No bumps. So focuses and target locks galore. They're setting up, so therefore to try and arrange for every single potential shot. So Poe at PS8 is moving first. And he's gotten rid of 2 stress. And what's he gonna do for actions? What is he gonna do? Is this a boost? Is this a boost focus time? There's the boost. Trying to get behind a rock, which is maybe not the best idea in the world, because backdraft. There's the stress, PTL focus. And now Ray. Looks like Ray is going to 1 soft away. Kind of forced him to potentially trade targets here. But he really could keep focusing down. I mean, he's got 2 ships in range of the Millennium Falcon now. And it's got no defensive capability unless it decides to pop a focus. Interesting. So Quick Draw decides to 1 soft in. There's no safe barrel roll here. So Quick Draw is kind of setting up for a hard turn next turn. I think Quick Draw is pretty safe. I mean, Ray could shoot, but I mean, as long as Quick Draw just throws down a focus token, everything should be fine. And I think maybe Quick Draw could even get a... Quick Draw has the angle. It's a question of range. Can't quite tell from here, but I think there might be a shot. And, of course, no return fire from Poe Damerango. And I don't know. Unless some dice go bad, I think we're going to lose a Ray this turn. So, got some fires first. Ray fires first. And, of course, we got 1, 2, 3 hits. Must be expertise. And green dice coming in. Evade and focus. So the question is, does he burn the evade? Does he burn the focus token? Looks like he does. So he loses 1. He loses his last shield. So now looks like that. He loses 1 more shield. 1 more shield down there. I see a hit, crit coming in from Drakbaft. Three hits from there and 1 evade. So it's going to be hit, crit, and then hit. It's going to get pretty busted here real fast. And now I was assuming maybe Quick Draw shot first because we haven't even seen... Got some more dice coming in. That's going to be now target lock. So just 1 hit from backdraft there versus 1 evade. So that's another die. Quick Draw's focus is down. But Quick Draw is going to get an FCS, though, if Ray's still alive. Can't quite tell yet. Vessery's still got to go. I mean, Ray's got shots back and all sorts of jazz. And they're back to dials. So I'm going to take 2 seconds, run out there and find out what the results are, and I'll be right back. So all that shooting back and forth, and pretty much I had everything plotted out. I couldn't quite see exactly what happened to Ray, but Ray now has 2 hull down. So Ray is sitting on 7 hull with no shields. But this means that Ray is now worth half points. So that means that Hasan is now on the board. Let me go through and make some adjustments. So if we take a look here, that half of Ray is 30 points. We now have Hasan Khan over David Voderberg, 30 points to zip. But the game is still young. It's only 20 minutes in. Let's check out what we got now. We're dialing. It's looking pretty gross. Hasan's zeroing in on Ray. Poe has stress, but at the same time, he can get rid of that stress with just with a single green maneuver. It doesn't even have to stay within ranges 1 and 2 of Ray. It's going to be confusing. Does Ray try for the sloop using the TFA title? Because a K turn is going to take her off the board. Or does she try to cut and run and try and drag everybody along with her and hopefully use Poe to clean up the stragglers? The problem with Poe trying to clean up stragglers is that if he's chasing tie SFs, he's still taking 2 shots to the face if it's feasible. So I got some dial checking. I feel like we're going to see some, I don't know, is Hasan probably going to go some soft maneuvers again, try to slow roll and cut inside? He's going to split the difference, too soft, set up. Because, I mean, Poe could try to hard turn over rock, so he could too hard here, which would rock in potential damage. But he'd have a range 1 unmodified shot. He'd just have no action. But honestly, a no action Poe with R5P9 is in a great position to die. So, got a 3 hard Vessery. Did he bump? Did he bump? Did he bump? I can't tell. We'll see if he puts down a focus action. I think he might have bumped. No, he did not. Oh, that flying. Holy shit, is that dude good. And so we've got our 2 leaders here. And then Ray is going first. 3 soft. Yeah. Are we going to see a sloop? Are we going to see a sloop? Oh, no, they're checking. Did Ray pop the board? No, Ray is on the board. And no sloop. It's a straight turn in. No, there's the sloop. Ah, damn. All right, so Ray's sloopy dooping again. Poe is 1 hard turning over, or 1 softing in. Then I'm assuming going to boost. Looks like Ray might be safe from fire for a turn. Within range 2. PTL to focus up. And nasty. Now the TIE fighters are back in a very tight formation, flying in like bats out of hell as they try and figure what's going to go next. Focus token up. And I guess Poe gets his turn in the garbage can. So I don't think that Ray can take any shots this turn. Very crafty flying on David's part. Managed to just get Ray out of everybody's arcs so that Ray can live another turn or 2. Okay, so checking some damage. So 3 focus results. Flips the focus for a hit. Looks like 3 hits on Poerino, Cripperino. And let's see what his dodge results are. And 3 dodges. Oof. Sexy. And technically his focus result could have flipped that 4th one to a dodge anyway. Oh wait, it would have flipped a focus result to a dodge. He doesn't have auto thrusters, never mind. And now Ray gets to shoot back. Looks like a range 3 shot. Guessing no rock. And we're going to see what happens here. So Ray shoots 3 dice. She has no target lock. It's basically 2 dodges versus 2 hits. Beefy. No damage. Put the focus tokens down. Now it's time for the local yokels to take shots. Looks like, I guess, backdraft firing first. 3 dice. Nothing. Does he spend the target lock? Because I think the target lock's on... yeah, target lock's over on... What you call her there? Ray? Nope. Wow. Hateful dice. And Hasan's dice shit the bed on this round of shooting. And wow, that was 3 straight dice rolls. Well, they're finally turned into something. I guess that would be backdraft shooting 3 dice. And now we're checking Poe. I'm assuming at range 3 he's going to be rolling 3 dice. That's Poe's natural ability means he flips a second one, so he's got 2 versus 3. So I think Poe loses a shield, which he's going to regen this turn anyway. Yeah, Poe should be down to 2 shields. See right there. Poe with his 2 shields. Ray down to 7 hulls, 0 shields. Not sure why it keeps showing 1 shield. I can fix that. That should show up as 0 shields on Ray. Okay, so it looks like we've now got some shots coming back in. 1 hit versus 1 dodge. And technically the second flip because of Poe Damarango. So here's the problem of, once again, splitting your dice targets and being forced to split your dice targets, is that that ship you've been hammering on is now relatively scot-free. And Poe, who through some very excellent flying, has managed to basically dangle out there and be a target, only to really actually not be a target. So dials are down. See, I feel like we're in one of those positions where if Hasan's not really careful, Ray can start to fly circles around him. But Ray has to come in from an oblique angle. Ray has to hit from the corners and from the sides, because the double fire arc of the TIE SFs makes it really nasty to try and chase him, like I pointed out before, especially for a ship that has pretty much barely any agility. So if you're Hasan right now, because you're kind of in a bad spot if you think about it. If you look at the positioning of the ships, there's Hasan clustered up tight as hell inside of an asteroid cluster. Now, luckily for him, Ray and Poe both have stress, so they can't K-turn or sloop this turn. But at the same time, they're still quite positional and maneuverable, so it makes them pretty nasty. Looking down at Ray, I feel like that Ray's just got a few positions. I mean, obviously we know we're down to just left turns. Yeah, this is the smart move with backdraft, make the 2 hard turn in. It's a white maneuver. Gives you plenty of options there. Probably reestablish your target lock. Yep, because then that gives the target lock stays. Now Vesser is making a 1 soft. And probably, yeah, there's no barrel roll that can happen. Unfortunate. So he focuses up. I think if you're Ray, you 3 soft. Yeah, Poe 1 sauce to get rid of stress. Boosts around. Probably no PTL here because Poe probably doesn't feel like he's going to get shot. This would have been kind of the crafty time to go after Poe, but oh no. Ray's turning into this. Oof. I guess Ray's hoping for a PS kill on backdraft. But it's Ray versus 3 ships. Let's see what happens. Ray does have the damage to be able to, the damage capacity to pull this off. And I notice that backdraft is absolutely not getting shot because that shit's really painful. So what? Okay, got it. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Perfect, thank you. Yeah, the dice cam just blew up. So luckily enough, they Hasan came over and rearranged it. Everything's fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you? So now we're setting up for 10 pounds of haterade. So we have a range 2 shot from quick draw into Ray. Let's see what happens. Looks like hit focus. And focus turns into hit. So we've got 2 hits onto Ray. And Ray gets 1 dodge die. 1 focus result. Looks like an evade. So, looks like 1 more hull down. So Ray is down to 6 hull. Now Ray is going to get a shot back. Ray fires 1, 2. We got 2 hits and a 2 hits, 2 crits. Ew. Versus 3 focus results. And that total causes. Let's see here. Looks like the last 2 shields burn off a backdraft. And we've got 2 hit focus coming in. There's the remaining hit. So 3 hits total. And we've got hit, crit. Ew. Versus 1 focus result, nothing basically. It's going to be hit, crit. Should be down to just 3. Then we have hit, crit. And then those 2 are getting re-rolled, I think. That's going to be 2 hit, crit coming in. So if Ray doesn't dodge any of these, Ray's dead. And I think that just killed Ray. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure that Ray's dead. And Ray is cooked. So that 60-point Ray just took it up the pooper. Let's go ahead and mark this down and get 60 points for Hasan right there for killing off Ray. And Ray is now very, very dead. And that was ballsy trying to swoop in and try and take out quick draw or sorry backdraft before going out. But here's the thing about Poe Dameron. Poe can solo lists. And right now Poe is not stressed. So he's got an entire dial left. But up against backdraft and quick draw and Vessery, that's going to be a tough row to hoe right there, if you'll pardon the bucolic humor. Looks like that it's just 0 shields left on backdraft there. And they're bringing out dials. I'm going to go just double check, and I'll be right back. Yep, just like I thought. Looks like that backdraft is sitting at 0 shields, but everything else is full. It's time for Go-Go Gadget Poenator. Let's see if he can pull it off. He's got about 40 minutes left, and again, the game of X-Wing is such that when your dice do a dangle, then it is... it's going to be kind of hard to say how things are going to go from there. So backdraft opens up with a very respectable 2 hard, trying to stay not too soft, not too hard, just right in the middle, like, medium turgidity, and try and keep things closed up as much as possible. I'm sort of figuring that he's going to 3 soft. Yeah, looks good. I always fear the 2 soft. 2 soft is one of those maneuvers that I just have the hardest time with because it curves a little more than I think it should, and as such, I almost always end up kind of whapping shit with it. But now Vessery taking the lead, letting quick draw or letting backdraft fall back a little bit. So I got to figure out where Poe going to go. And if you're a Vessery, do you barrel roll? It's not a terrible idea. Hey, what do you know? He did. Opens up that field of fire as much as possible. Poe's going to have a hard time getting out of all firing arcs this turn unless he goes crazy. So it's got to be a 3 soft, right? Let's see. So 3 hard coming in. Poe saying, I eat non-believers for breakfast. So he's going to boost in, but he's at what looks like range 1 of Vesukity. But Schmessery doesn't have any target locks to build off of, so he's going to PTL focus. What? Okay, there we go. Wow, look at that. Did that bump? I don't think it did. Oh, he did rock. So it looks like he did rock, so I guess it's going to be no actions, no shots, and it's a... oh, that's unfortunate. So I think he lost the shield and didn't get to do anything about it. This looks like 3 hits from Poe and 1 dodge. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Looks like 2 shields down off of quick draw now. That bump might have just really hurt Hasan pretty bad here. Whoa, why is he not shooting? He's setting down his dials. Apparently, from this angle, it looked like he had a shot, but, huh. Well, Poe goes before quick draw, so, and Poe is now limited to green actions only. I mean, Poe might be sneaky and try to turn into the TIE fighters, hoping that they'll overfly. But SFs, of course, have 1 straights, which are kind of terrifying when you get right down to it. So let's see what's happening next. So you got, let's face it, you got a K turn with Vessery, and set up the target lock, or set up your next actions from there. Or you grab a focus token and then hope that somebody else sets up the target lock. So here's the K, the 4K. I mean, Vessery could barrel roll, but you always kind of want to set up the focus token. But then again, Poe could, 1 soft and then 1 soft and potentially zippity dinkle out. But I think focus is better. Yep. So now we got backy drafty. 2 harding, I'm assuming. Yeah, there's the 2 hard. I'm probably going to set the target lock up. Or the focus for defense. Focus for defense is probably better because backdraft is sitting there and no shields. Quick draw is basically sitting there with minimal to no shields. Target lock. So now we've got a guarantee. Here comes Poe. Doing the 1 soft. Yep, he's turned in just like I thought he might. to clear the stress. That's a, but that also clears off the target lock. Wow. What a crazy position. I'm not sure what that stress token's sitting out there for, but... Okay. So it looks like that, yeah, got a range 1, or sorry, range 2, I guess, 2 with a flip, so it's even up. He takes no damage. But there's a target lock flipped over from FCS, which I don't see it going down, but hopefully they remember. Yeah, who knew Poe could be so frickin' tanky? It's really nasty. Let's see what we got here. Setting up. Looks like we now got some shots coming in from Vessery and Backdraft. So for Backdraft, it's time to fire now. Unless he's just using the target lock off of El Huapo there. Looks like we got 2-hit focus, and the focus flips it to 3. And let's see what Poe does for defensiveness. Where are the green dice? Did they roll green dice and I just missed it? That's very awkward. Let's see. Oh, there's 2-hit crit. That's not bad. So now here's the green dice. Looks like 1 dodge. So that's going to be hit crit, 2 shields off of Poe. And then there's 1 hit with a target lock reroll. 3 hits. Versus 1 dodge. So nothing. Wow. So now we're down to, that would be 2 and then 3. Is that an astromech pop? Is that an astromech pop on Poe over there? Yeah. How many health does he have left? One in the shield for the regen. Got it. So Poe's basically down to 1 hull. So glad to have roving reporters here. 1 hull, 1 shield, and still has the integrated Astro. So let's take a look at our current standings on our standard match squads. So right now we're looking at a Poe Dameron with 1 hull, 1 shield versus a 1 shield quick draw, a 0 shield backdraft, and a 3 shield Vessery. And it's getting tight. Can Poe pull this out? Part of you wants to kind of like side with the rebels and say, yes, you too can outfly the SFs, but hot shit, man. This is truly this is literally a Force Awakens match here with a defender thrown in for flavor. Oh, the decisions. What happens next? Poe is, as the French would say, in a shitstorm right now because I don't know that there's a maneuver that Poe can take that doesn't get rid of actually doesn't give him the opportunity to turn around and take a focus action because I don't think there's a thing he can do. He's just rocked himself, basically. So that means it's going to be an actionless Poe. This should be the time in which Poe dies. Now, technically, Poe could just say 4K and fuck it, or Talon roll and fuck it, and try to set up to kill somebody before he dies himself and try and get some MOV. But I mean, we're going to see no focus token. We're not going to see any Ponanigans. It's going to be, in essence, an actionless Poe versus Haterade. So we've got a sloop from Backdraft. So Backdraft is setting up just to be able to have complete ability to figure out what's going next. Vessery is coming up next. Probably a 2 straight. And if I was Vessery, maybe barrel roll to the right, just in case Poe decides to slip sideways. Or he could say focus, because he's got the target lock. He didn't use it, apparently. Yeah, there's the barrel roll I was thinking of. Yep, so he's positioning around, so in case Poe tries for a Talon roll, he'd probably block a Talon roll. There's the Talon roll the other way. Okay, and no action. 3 target locks on him, no waiting. Good old Poe, 3 holes, no waiting Poe. And the stress. And did he rock himself? Looks like no rock. And here comes Backdraft. Probably a green maneuver to... oh yeah, sorry, a quick draw I should say. Quick draw is just flying 1 away to take some astro shots. Clears the stress. It takes a focus token for defense. So long range, 2 dice against 3 dice. Looks like a crit and a hit. This could kill Poe. So 1 dodge. So that's the shield is gone. So Poe's shield just popped. And now we're trying to figure out what's going next. So Poe's going to shoot next. So 2 natural hits from Poe versus a 1 focus evade result. So looks like a damage card comes in. Looks like that's on Backdraft. So Backdraft has taken a hull damage down to 2 hull. And we got some shots coming in. Looks like 2 hits. Got a focus result. Rerolled for a focus. So 2 hits on SC blanks. And that should be game. Well, actually, that's a... Huh. Something's not adding up here if they're still rolling dice. I think they're checking something to see if he could have barrel rolled or boosted or if he'd end up in a different spot. Oh, tractor beam. Oh, that's right. Tractor beam. That's goofy. You know, that's the reason why there's extra dice rolling. I kept going like, Furditor, what's going on? Okay, so it looks like that he's got... he's tractor beamed him onto the rock. Now he gets his regular die and Poe's down to 1 agility. Did not rock him. But he's at range 2. But it's through a rock. So it's going to be 3 dice on 2 dice. God damn, I can't believe I forgot the stupid tractor beam. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Roll some dice, damn it. Dice. Dice, roll some dice. Roll them. Wow, only 1. And looks like target lock turns into 2 hits. So he has... so that wouldn't be an extra shield. So he's down to 1 agility. And then we've got 1 for the rock. So 1 dodge. So I guess that's the one that pops the shield. So now the shield pop is done. And then we've got range 2. So we've got 3 dice on 2 again. And this is target locked. Oh, 4 oh yeah, trick shot. Oh, that's gross. So that's 2 hit crit. He can't dodge it. I mean, I guess that if he rolls at least one, nope, there's not that. And that's it. We have game. So Hasan Khan pulled a clean sweep on David Voderberg's Ray list and just put on a clinic of how to fly Imperial A-holes in such a way that you get your dick kicked in. But hell of a game from David. He flew really well, but there was just a point where like Ray got cornered, and then Poe has to try and solo 3 nasty Imperial ships. There ain't that much to do about it. So that's going to be our second game. So finishing up game number 2. Let me go ahead and give the official results here on the screen. So we have Hasan Khan sitting at 100 points and David with 0. And we're going to take a quick look at the standings here real quick. So this is after round 1. We're in the middle of round 2, right? And, of course, the standings have not been uploaded from Cryodex yet. But we'll get those up for you here fairly soon, so I can hopefully kind of show this in real time how this is going through. But, again, after round 1, we saw the excellent game between Adam and Austin. In round 2, we've got a great game between David and Hasan. Thank you all very much for joining us. Remember, fly casual, fly potato, and don't forget to hug your mom. Later.